The Louisiana Delta Community College is establishing a new medical lab technician program. Jasmine Bingham has more on what this means for students. Jasmine?
Yes, LaShonda, students will be able to get a job in the medical field as soon as they complete the program.
Provide 70% of the diagnosis that physicians use. We want them to have good results.
LDCC has partnered with hospitals in the area like Monroe Surgical, St. Francis, Morehouse General in Bastrop, and Affinity Health Clinic to provide hands-on training for students. Courses will include in-class and in-the-field training. Students can begin working for a medical service provider or continue their degree through a bridge program with ULM.
Come in their very first semester, they'll be training to be, we have 3 exit points in the program. So they'll be able to be phlebotomists within their first semester. Within their second semester, they'll be able to be medical lab assistants, and after their final semester, they'll be able to have the designation of an MLT, or medical lab technician. Be responsible for learning the day-to-day of what it's going to be like in a laboratory environment.
A laboratory manager at Monroe Surgical Hospital told me the program may benefit a shortage in the medical field. She says students will be trained to perform mid to moderate level testing.
Hospitals more than others are experiencing shortages. They're hurting badly as far as needing techs to work different shifts. It will definitely give us a bigger pool to choose from. We may learn patient preparation, sample preparation, how to handle the specimens, how to put the specimens on the analyzers and run the test. They'll learn how to interpret those tests and report those tests out to the healthcare provider.
The medical lab technicians program begins this fall. LaShonda?